What the fuck is up? First video on this channel, right? I just want to make it clear, thank you for, all the attention and shit. And I really just want to make this channel about my cars, working on my cars and shit. I'm kind of new to it, but as you see, I have like a little collection plus more outside of my house, which I will show on a later video probably. I just kind of wanted to talk about like some stuff I have going on right now in my collection, and kind of like the story behind all of these cars, trucks, and kind of how I got into it. Okay, so this is the one that everyone's seen so far on my YouTube shorts and whatnot. It's pretty nice. So it's a 1986 Series 3 BMW 325e, not I. So from my understanding, it's more like economy focused, kind of in terms of gas mileage, how much use daily you can get out of it. And I'm not one, I'm not a sucker like for fast cars. Like, it's cool and all, but I don't really, I like the looks, like the cruising, drifting, if that's a possibility for me. It has no plates yet or anything, but I really do like the look of it, and I got it. So I've been wanting a car all this time, right? And I'll get more to what the fuck is going on in here. I've been wanting this specific BMW for shit. It's been a long time. Yeah, I've been wanting this car for shit, probably like 5 years. I can't even lie. Since I haven't always been into cars, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, is kind of to explain my reasoning behind it. But when I started kind of finding out that I had a little bit of interest in cars, I was like, yo, the E30, like, it's the first car I want to get. Obviously it wasn't the first car, but here we are now. We got a really good deal on it, off marketplace, 6,400. I feel like it's a pretty nice deal. The interior was a little messy, mainly just the front, and we did a dash swap on it and everything. So it's like the transmission's fine, engine runs fine. It does have 140,000 miles on it, which is like quite a bit. But if it comes down to it, there's always solutions for that. So I'm not like super worried. And I've always wanted a project car, something that I can like actually start turning the wrench, doing on my own, kind of just to get that like fulfillment out of it. And I kind of grew up around cars that, not necessarily dealership cars. I don't want to call it dealership cars, but that's what it is, I didn't grow up around those. My dad always worked on cars. I had people around me who worked on cars and stuff. And so they were mainly, used old ones that you can just make good on your own, whether it's with an engine swap or some monthly or daily maintenance or whatever. But so I've never been one to understand like people, who have the means that actually go out and, just buy like a basic red Nissan van or some shit, like something, I don't know, to me that's just stupid. Like, you're paying so much fucking more money for what? And for me, this is just, I just love this. So yeah, we got it off marketplace probably a week ago. And it seems to be fine. It's a 5-speed, a 2.7 liters, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna show a little bit of what we're doing on it and what's to be done. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. So you're probably like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't even look like it functions. I'm gonna show you why it looks like this, okay? So these are the seats. I currently have a bunch of shit on them. But yeah, they're not in the greatest condition. They have some random patches, like random pieces that don't even go with the seat. This shit's starting to fall off, the leg extensions. It's just, they're very worn, and I don't even want to try and imagine how fucking expensive it is to get them reupholstered. Like, I'm good. That's out of my budget. So let me get in here now. The back seat has no rips or tears from what I've seen. It's really just like dirty and stained up, but we can get that fixed, that's a cleaning thing. Oh, I guess there's this little hole right here, but that's not a huge deal for me. So right here, we tore out the carpet and it's currently getting cleaned by a family friend right now. So I'm just waiting on that to come back. But we tore out all the insulation, and unfortunately there was a little bit of rust right here and right there because the past owner had gotten it wet, maybe left the door open or something, maybe it leaked from the sunroof. Something happened, I don't know. And you know, we tore it out and there was just water everywhere, and I was like, fuck. So I hope there's no leaks. I'm just really hoping it was like the owner just was kind of negligent about the car. We took out all the insulation. There was a little bit of rust, and so we put this like we put bed liner, and then we just put this like insulation over it, which is it's pretty nice. I don't know. Kind of I did my best with it, and I had to, you know, fill in these gaps and stuff. I'm not super worried about it. It's just there to get the job done, and it'll look better with the carpet over it, I think. So yeah, that's what's kind of going on here. So now we go up a little bit. It looks so beautiful now. Like I'm gonna show you guys the old dash in a second. I showed it in one of my shorts, but just in case you didn't see it. Yeah, so we have the new dash, right? And there's only one crack, which it's a pretty big crack, but I really don't care. It still looks great, and these are so hard to find, unweathered, undamaged, uncracked. Like, so this was really a win. It was a pain in the ass to replace this thing. I don't recommend it. Don't do it yourself, unless you literally have no other choice, like you're held at gunpoint. But yeah, it was worth it, but like at the same time, like probably not. All these cables, like I wish I had a picture. Maybe my dad has a picture, but there was just fucking wires everywhere, dude. Like, and there was pieces that didn't even know where to put them back and shit. Yeah, it was a horrible experience. But it paid off, right? So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know. And now I'm gonna kind of show like what else I want to be done. So right here, right, we have these door panels, which are not horrible. They're just stained a little bit and a little damaged, but they're actually like surprisingly decent. I do have to get covers for this part, and like for whatever that is, I don't even know what that is, on this side, and then right here too. This one's a little bit more damaged. I don't know if that's fixable. But worst comes to worst, just buy new door panels, probably down the road. I just want to get it, you know, some nice seats in, which, by the way, we did buy new seats. I'll put a picture of that somewhere on here. And I really just want to make it like drivable on the inside, like comfortable, you know, because this is something that can get fixed. As far as this thing goes, the fucking glove box or whatever, man, that shit is literally mangled. Like, I'm not even gonna show it. It's just like it doesn't go back on there. So we have to order a new one, which kind of sucks, but it'll be worth it, because even though the space doesn't look like horrible from from the driver's seat, it's just an eyesore, and I'm very OCD, so like I want to make sure everything's in line, fixed, and I don't really want to have to worry about it again. So we just make sure, even though we do stuff like that, we take our time. What the hell is this? I'm not sure why that's going. I hope it's not a bad thing. I don't know what the hell that is. Maybe someone can tell me if you know. Yeah, and the moment of truth will be when we turn this on, make sure nothing's rattling. Fuck, I really hope everything is fine, because there's a lot of pieces to put back and shit. Like I said, do not do it on your own. Like I said, there's like quite a bit to do on the interior. If you see this up here, right, the fabric on the ceiling is kind of peeling off, so that'll just be like a tighten up thing. But my plan, because I want the sunroof to look nice, I want the ceiling to look nice, and there's a little bit of paint splatter over there, which is kind of unfortunate. But so we'll definitely do some tightening up on that. I'm not sure like what I can do for this even, because I think it's like, okay, we'll just be able to push that shit up, which will be nice. My plan is to check if there's any leaks. What I'm gonna do is, once we get the car to the garage, that is, I'm gonna like be inside of the car, one of us, and just see, you know, like get the hose and like just spray the hell out of the car, see, you know, if anything comes through. I think that's the best way to do it that I can think of at least. What I'm anticipating is that the seal on the roof, on the sunroof, is probably not very good, or maybe on the doors or something on the windows. But then the question is like, okay, are you sure about that? Because there's not really much water staining at all. Like, it's dirty, but there's not any fucking water stain. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know. So for now, like, that's as far as the interior goes on the Beamer. But right here, I'm gonna show you something that's pretty cool. It's probably gonna be a little hard, but okay. So we just put spacers on the driver's side rear wheel, and it's kind of a big difference. I'm gonna see if I can like show it right here. So before, you were not able to see the tire out of the fender flare, right? It was kind of in, so it just didn't make any sense. On this side, you can't see it at all. You know, you can see the bottom, but like if you can see it from my angle right now, nah, like you can't see that shit at all. So our idea was kind of to make it like kind of, I don't know, how do I show it? Like backwards or fucking like this maybe? You know, like out and then kind of like go in. You know what I'm saying? Like from the back when you look at it from the front. That's the whole idea right now. Can't move the car because there's no seats in it. And it's really close to Nissan, so it's like, we're just gonna wait. We just wanted to see, you know, how it would look. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna raise up the front too, because if you don't see, it's very low, right? And it surprisingly doesn't actually rub right here. I don't know, I would have thought that it would rub, but it's just kind of like, I just don't like the look of it. I want it to be all even, you know, because I can't really show it on camera, but it's just kind of like front like this. It's kind of like down like this, and I want it to be like this, you know? So that's like just a personal thing, I think. I think the style is to have them a little bit slanted out, which I do like it, but maybe I'm tripping. It does look like it's like slanted out a little bit, right? I think that was from the previous owner who did that, but then if you look at the other side too, it is sort of that way. So it's, I don't know, but yeah, pretty cool. As far as color and paint, oh, and this windshield's a little cracked right here, which is not a massive deal for me. I'll get that fixed. It's, you know, whatever. But the color, right? So I don't really see a lot of E30s like blue like this, to be honest. I've looked, and you know, there's some, but it's not very common. A common theme with our cars, trucks, they're all blue, which is kind of cool. I don't think it was intentional, but it's just that way. But yeah, if you see my idea, and we're gonna get a new body kit on it too, because this one, it's not damaged or anything. It's just kind of like old, and I don't know. I just want to do it myself. I want it to be like brown. I know a lot of people have the, you know, the tan or the brown. I'm thinking like a dark brown maybe. And I don't know if it's a popular opinion or not, but it's just, I just like that classic look. And the seats that we're gonna be putting in there are like kind of like racer seats, which is cool. There might be some debate around that, but getting reupholstered seats is not in my fucking budget. So maybe down the line. But yeah, it's kind of like a short, you know, little intro. I think I'm gonna do car by car, just cause, I don't know, I feel like that'll be more, I'll be able to personalize the video more instead of trying to get through all of it, and I hate editing. So I'm gonna try and do as minimal editing as I can, even though I have like 10 clips to do right now. But yeah, if there's any mods you guys want me to do on it, think that I should do, right? And I didn't talk about the engine at all because like I don't know much about it. I'm trying to learn more. That's why I got this car. So yeah, let me know if there's any like specific mods that are really cool to do on E30s that you guys like. If you guys have any debates on what I should do with the interior, exterior. Yeah, I just want to hear all of it. So just let me know and sub up. I hope you enjoy the video. Peace out.